to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it down, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning, find me where people are mourning, man, cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all, you don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now, we needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case, never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a trait that they're giving to you, there will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today, but we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going numb? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, I'm up now. It's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give her a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the Eastside. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 + 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Well, right away, they'll change the look. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's Nix. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on. Gotta be lying. Second pilot.
Shotgun snap to Willis. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, it's Jeanty. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
60 boxes. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Set up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those same principles.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Captain. Joe.
Throwing after the interception. Nix. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Nix to the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nix to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. But big problems there on the conversion. A poor snap. It's no good. They're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards?
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Captain. Ready. My name is Hunt.
To throw is Nix. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Show. Olay.
To throw, here's Nix. That is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Darren Waller, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go. Set. Bronco leading. Hot 70.
Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Third catch in his first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now an audible here into something else. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to throw, Willis. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, here's Willis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay,
so from
ready?
the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
60. Ready?
Up the middle, it's Janty. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 13 yards out. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Broncos 13.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now it's Nix. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Captain.
Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now Willis. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this one quickly to land. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that. Yep.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Raiders 30, Broncos 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll go again with Genty. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
18 Cardinal.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
22 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19. Steady up.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Thornton, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down right around the 25. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Mustang 19. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. They'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Nix. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
The Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Raiders 33, Broncos 25.
Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lenny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Willis looking to throw it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
70. 70.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready up.
Now Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now they'll shift things around.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now Willis to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the 1st. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Las Vegas.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Scoop.
On the give, Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
just want to
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given a yard up to the 49.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
19 Tiger. Bronco leading. Be ready.
Once again, it's Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, and now no yards. Have him looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Rig alert. Hey. Captain 50. Dragon 60. Trap 19. Trap 60. Ready.
Now Willis to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Bombers. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Motion. Check. Chill. Captain.
Nix to the air. And this one into the hands of Vaughn. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go, 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Throwing Nix toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Nix to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. This is 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Ready? Captain. Olay. Bombers.
They're going. It's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.